Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive. 7-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Here, switch it. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jones. Off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Geis. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get ready. At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check that, check that. Check.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard
A
line.
good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check. Check out route. Hey, lock it. 52. Check.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Redskins' 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Ready?
This is Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
We go set. 60 or. Hey, roll out. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let it go.
On third down, here's Edwards. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up the fourth down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, buddy, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Latimer, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Come on, fellas.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. I hope you brought your left, so I'm about to take you to school. Cut up. Switch.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Pilot, 64, weak. What? Squeeze. Yo, cheetah. Big grip.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
951.
Off the play fake. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Don't get nervous. Check 3, check 3. Hey.
Edwards now on first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Now a run with Edwards. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Switch.
On second down now, it's Edwards, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's going to be a long day. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Yeah.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Intercepted by the Giants.
Let's go, interception, baby.
Jags take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And an alley to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the ready.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Off play action. Jones. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the 2nd half with a run by Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Look at me. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Topper!
Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Rush in.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Right here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Haskins. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, this is Geis. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
The gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check 13. Check 13. Pick that.
Freeman again. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Blue draw Porter.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Shoot. Get it.
Here's Freeman. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Slam. Check. Crunch. 49. Check 49.
Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Slam. Check safety.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check nickel.
Go.
Check. Alert flare.
They run with Edwards. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Gus Edwards, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Ship.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. This goes to Barber, the running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to let it fly. Terry McLaurin, 30 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Jones now off the play fake. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, it's Drake, and there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and with that...